Wake up, eat, work, eat again, work more. Eat one more time. Sleep, repeat. Sound familiar? If you're a human, and I'm going to assume you are, you probably eat around 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's so normal. Nobody even questions it. But should we? Was this always the plan? Did our cave-dwelling ancestors sit down for a balanced breakfast before hunting mammoths? Is 3 meals some ancient biological truth, or did someone just make it up? Today, we're breaking down the 3 biggest reasons humans eat 3 meals a day, from deep history to what's literally happening inside your body right now, to the surprising way meals mess with your brain. Let's dig in. Here's the wild truth. 3 meals a day is not ancient. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans ate whenever they could. If you were a hunter-gatherer, you ate when you caught something, which could mean a feast one day and absolutely nothing the next. No breakfast, no dinner, no meal schedule, just survival mode 24/7. Even the ancient Greeks and Romans, the guys who basically invented civilization, typically ate one big meal a day. Around midday, everything else was just light snacking. Eating multiple times a day was actually seen as gluttonous. Basically, ancient philosophers thought if you were eating breakfast, you had some serious self-control issues. So what changed? 2 words: the Middle Ages. As towns and cities grew, workers needed fuel to get through long days of physical labor. So a second meal crept in, a lighter one in the morning before work. But even then, 3 meals was a luxury only the wealthy could afford. Then came the real game changer, the Industrial Revolution. 18th and 19th century. Factories opened, work shifts were fixed, and suddenly, for the first time in history, workers had scheduled breaks. A break in the morning, that became breakfast. A midday break, lunch. End of shift at home, dinner. The clock didn't just organize work, it organized eating. And then electricity sealed the deal. Artificial light meant people could stay up later, which meant they needed a proper evening meal to cap the day. Dinner became the social anchor of the household. 3 meals a day wasn't some biological revelation. It was a scheduling decision made by the Industrial Revolution. And we've been following that memo ever since. Okay, so history basically handed us 3 meals. But here's the cool part. Science actually backs it up, at least for most people. Your body runs on an internal 24-hour clock called the circadian rhythm. Think of it like your body's built-in scheduling app. It regulates everything: sleep, hormones, temperature, and yes, digestion. Here's what happens on the inside across a typical, say, morning. The power-up. When you wake up, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Before you panic, this isn't the stress cortisol everyone's afraid of. This is your wake-up cortisol. It raises your blood sugar, fires up your metabolism, and basically shouts, "We're open for business." This is why breakfast genuinely matters. Your body is already prepped to digest and use fuel efficiently in the morning. Skipping breakfast isn't boss energy. It's just ignoring your own biology's first meeting of the day. Midday peak performance. Around noon, your insulin sensitivity is at its highest. That means your body is best at processing carbs and sugars without spiking your blood sugar out of control. Lunch isn't just a vibe, it's metabolically strategic. This is also when your core body temperature peaks, which speeds up enzyme activity, which speeds up digestion. Your gut is basically running at full capacity between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Evening, wind down. As the sun sets, your body starts slowing its digestive engines. Melatonin kicks in, metabolism drops, insulin sensitivity decreases. A lighter dinner eaten earlier in the evening gives your body time to process food before it shifts into sleep and repair mode. Here's the bottom line from biology. Eating in sync with your circadian rhythm improves energy, blood sugar balance, and even long-term heart health. 3 meals spaced across the day, morning, midday, evening. maps almost perfectly onto the peaks and troughs of your body's digestive power. It's not just tradition, it's actually good timing. Food isn't just fuel, it's communication. And this is where things get genuinely fascinating. Research in psychology shows that eating structured meals, especially shared ones, has a massive impact on mental health, focus, and even relationships. Let's start with the brain. Your brain runs almost entirely on glucose. Unlike your muscles, which can tap into fat reserves for energy, your brain is picky. It wants sugar. Oh, specifically a steady, consistent supply of it. When you skip meals and your blood sugar crashes, your brain is the first thing to suffer. Reaction time slows. Focus tanks. Emotions go haywire. Ever snapped at someone for no reason and then realized you hadn't eaten in 6 hours? That's not a personality flaw. That's your brain running on fumes. The scientific term is neuroglycopenia, which sounds terrifying and kind of is. 3 meals keeps your glucose levels stable enough that your brain stays online and operating efficiently all day. Now here's the social piece, and this one might be the most underrated benefit of all. Across virtually every human civilization on Earth, meals are the primary social ritual. From Thanksgiving dinner to a quick lunch with a coworker, eating together is how humans bond, negotiate, celebrate, mourn, and connect. Studies show that people who eat regular family or social meals report lower levels of anxiety and depression, higher life satisfaction, and even stronger immune systems. Kids who eat dinner with their families regularly have better grades and fewer behavioral problems. There's even a legal and diplomatic angle. The phrase breaking bread dates back thousands of years. Treaties have been signed over meals. Wars have paused, Fartham. The act of sharing food signals trust at a deeply primal level. 3 meals a day isn't just a schedule. It's 3 daily opportunities to connect with other people and with yourself. Even eating alone but at a table without a screen has measurable benefits on mood and mindfulness. Mealtime is pause time, and in a world that never stops moving, that pause is more valuable than most of us realize. So, why do humans eat 3 meals a day? Because history gave us the schedule. The Industrial Revolution locked in breakfast, lunch, and dinner as the rhythm of modern life. Because biology approves of it. 3 meals aligned with your circadian clock means better energy, steadier blood sugar, and a body that actually runs the way it was designed to. And because it feeds more than just the body, structured meals are some of the most powerful rituals humans have for the brain, for mental health, and for human connection. Next time you sit down to eat, whether it's a rushed breakfast or a long family dinner, remember you're not just fueling up, you're participating in one of the most deeply human things there is. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's lunchtime. If you found this interesting, smash that like button, subscribe for more wild facts, and drop a comment. Do you eat 3 meals a day or are you a chaotic snacker? Let us know below. See you in the next one.